Someone feels a pull towards you that is unreal. It's literally otherworldly, okay? This connection, like this tension between you, it's unlike anything they have ever experienced. And they are at a point where they really question their entire reality because of you, because of the depth of this. It's wow. I almost feel like this has started before you even met. The reason they felt so familiar is because you, oh my God, the magician, you're joking. The reason they felt so familiar is because you have shared past lives. I'm hearing I found you across all timelines, you know? In all lifetimes, I am yours, is what they're saying. Like, no matter what, they would have found you. This is the love that transcends time and space. This is the love that rewrites timelines. Spirit is saying, like, you know, on a soul level, you could feel that pull towards each other, if it makes sense. Like almost as if every step that you took in your life, now it makes sense because it all led you into each other's arms. Like every disappointment, every moment of hardship, every step of the way, you have been prepared kind of to meet each other. And when you met, like, oh boy, the energy, oh my God, it's almost overwhelming. The devil as well. This is interesting. Wow. Hold on, I'm gonna have to cover that up. You were both in a period of extreme hardship when you met each other. It's like you've, oh my God, there's so much coming up. Also, your person, your counterparts needs your help right now, is what they're saying. They really need you right now. With that card, wow. This is an interesting reading. It just took a turn. But let me finish my thought right now. You felt this intense connection. I'm sensing this happen almost in a second. It's unreal. It's otherworldly. It is giving supernatural in the way that both of you have never felt this way before. And a part of you was like, wait a minute, what is going on here? Because this is a connection that is not based on logic. In a soul bond, there is no way of really explaining why you fell for that person, like why it happened, why you felt so hard. And not only this, there is the Empress coming up. This is kind of you, both of you. You have this energy. You have this energy of groundedness. Both of you are in a way rooted in reality, but also you're able to go into the unseen realms. And this is where you're meeting. You're already connecting in this level of your telepathy. You know, you have a very strong telepathic connection. And I guess you can already sense it in your reality. Like having dreams of that person, you're feeling their energetic presence around you. You have all these synchronicities, and at times you're like, am I going crazy? Am I losing my mind? What is this? Why is this so strong? Like, what is happening to me? And it's almost like a loss of control. It is giving. Like both of you are losing control because this connection is otherworldly. There's this, I'm seeing two magnets that are being pulled towards each other. And in a way, everything has prepared you to that moment in time when you met and you looked into that person's eyes and then like, boom, it happened. And you had, you know, with the soul connection, you have this moment of soul recognition when you look into that person's eyes and you're like, it's almost like in a movie, you know, time standing still. You don't know what happens to you. You don't know what happens to you because something happens to you where you have no control over it. You have no control. It's almost like something is taking over and it taking you to this other place. And so there is, oh my God, wow. Your person is currently, your divine counterpart is currently going almost through the dark night of the soul, I would say. Because the energy I'm tapping into, especially with that Devil card here, I'm going to have to cover that up here, down there. With that Devil card, they are still fighting their demons or fighting old habits. When you met, something happened within the both of you that you couldn't explain, and it caused like a wave, like a shock wave, like a ripple both within you energetically. I can sense it all throughout my body, like these jolts of energy, like a Kundalini awakening. But also with this, everything, I'm seeing the Tower as well in my mind, the Tower card. Everything that did not longer serve you, that was no longer meant for you on a soul level, started to crumble. And both of you were kind of faced with being in that period where for once, like, nothing made sense anymore, because you're like in that energetic connection. You're like, what's going on? Oh my God, have I lost my mind? All these synchronicities. And at the same time, both of you, and I'm seeing you're currently in no contact, which also kind of like takes a toll on both of you, because you both miss each other. But then you're faced with working through all these chapters, these outdated cycles, these bad habits, like toxic people, like being in the wrong places, being in the wrong workplace, engaging in self-destructive habits and stuff like that. And I want you to know, this is a message from your twin flame or counterpart's higher self, that right now in that moment where you're in no contact and it seems like nothing is happening, they need you the most. This is where they need you the most. They're in the midst of this spiritual awakening, and there is a real heaviness on their heart. Almost they shy away, because they feel like if they show you how bad they sometimes feel, like how like hard it is for them and their shadows, that you might shy away. This is wild. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that in a second, but there is also a song. This is really all over the place. Wow. Okay, first of all, thank you, Spirit. First of all, you are both in this void, in this no contact. The Hangman, are you kidding me? Wow. This is really the card of being stuck, feeling stuck. You feel like nothing is happening, and Spirit is saying everything is happening right now. Everything is happening, even though you're in quote unquote no contact in the physical. And trust me, okay, I am on the twin flame journey. It's been 2.5 years. I've been through everything, okay? The highs and lows. I have been overwhelmed, ecstatic, mad, sad, crying all over the place. My life, not to be dramatic, okay, but it has crumbled in a way, because everything that was no longer serving me fell away. Almost, it is a natural thing that happens when you meet your twin flame, your counterpart. Everything that no longer serves you will fall away to make room. And in that moment, you can feel really discouraged. You're like, what is going on with my life? Because, of course, you just want to be with that person. Separation can be tough. It can be really tough, but we have to understand, as corny as it sounds, that in this void where you're faced with solitude in this hermit mode, when you're alone, quote unquote, with your thoughts. Well, you're not really alone, because your twin flame's energy is always there, but you know what I mean? You're not seeing the movement and the physical. This is where everything happens, because we have to understand that every single thing that we're doing is already preparing us, with that victory card here, is already preparing us for union in the physical. And there is another layer to this. So with what your twin flame counterpart is currently going through with that Devil card, it is letting go, shedding layers, shedding the old. I'm also seeing a snake, could be a symbol that you're seeing, because snakes are a symbol of transformation. It's really they hear a calling towards a higher purpose, and this higher purpose has to do with you. Both of you hear a calling, and you can't, oh my God, I'm getting like a real, I don't know how to describe it, like a sensation in my body. It's almost like a chill, but it's also like when when you're going really fast on a swing and you get these nervous butterflies. This is how they feel right now, because there is a knowing from your intuition, not rational, but from your higher self, that this is leading you towards something greater, I'm sorry. There's a knowing, not from your rational mind, but from your intuition, from your higher self, that this is leading you towards something greater. Yet, Spirit is saying there is no way to skip the development that you both are going to have to face, okay? So the separation, quote unquote, the separation, because you're never really separate from each other, but that no contact in the physical is meant for you to connect to your higher self, to find out actually what am I supposed to do next, and also to get in tune with your soul again, to hear these gentle nudges. And currently they are going through a phase of recalibration, and you can help your twin flame, by the way. You can send your twin flame energy. You can send your twin flame your intention, your love, this comforting feeling. And I can guarantee they can sense it, they can feel it, because this connection lives from unconditional love. This is thriving because of the love you share. Your love is sort of like the energetic cord to your twin, okay? And I've created a whole exercise. It's the heart connection exercise. This is the one thing that helped me, honestly, the most. As I was in no contact, I was really down. Okay, I'm not kidding. I had a moment where I was so down that I was like, oh my God, I wish this never would have happened to me, because this is awful. Why does this happen to me? This is a punishment, Why am I feeling all of this? I just want to have a normal relationship. But, when I got into this exercise and really could feel the love, pouring into my heart, it is so beautiful. Honestly, gave me so much comfort. If you want to try it out, highly recommend you check it out. It's in my telepathy workbook. It's down below. And not only can you receive energy from your twin flame, you can also send your twin flame energy. And they need it more than ever. I know sometimes it can be tough because our ego is taking over and is saying like, I am mad. Why is nothing happening, quote unquote? Why is nothing moving in the physical? But that's your ego. That is your ego trying to get you away from the truth that is really underneath, which is that you are already connected. There was a song, it's Feel by Robbie Williams. And this, wow, the Ace of Cups. Your twin flame has sort of been trying to not feel their feelings for a very long time. And they've been almost so much in this place of dissociating that they couldn't really feel anymore. So I'm gonna read you the lyrics, and I think this is gonna make it very clear what is currently going on, because this is the reason that they are in this place here with the Devil card. They are so in such a place of really looking at their shadows and the deepest aspects of themselves, where it's a part of them is asking, can you even love me? Are you even able to love me the way I am? Because look at how flawed I am. Look at me, I am a mess. How can you ever love me? But they feel your love, they feel it. And that is almost sending them into a spiral of being overwhelmed, because at one point, there's this unconditional love pouring in. On the other hand, a part of them feels like they are unworthy of your love. Like, you can't be serious about like this. Like, you can't really take them for who they really are, because in a way they have never experienced this before. This love that you have is something that you both have never experienced before. And this is what makes it so special. And so the lyrics are, I just want to feel real love, feel the home that I live in. I got too much love running through my veins, going to waste. I just want to feel real love and life ever after. There's a hole in my soul, you can see it in my face. It's a real big place. So there is so much going on. First of all, their soul is longing for this experience. They are deep within their heart, longing so badly for the experience of being loved for who they are, of being cherished, appreciated on a soul level, way beyond the physical, way beyond infatuation and just being attracted to someone and just liking someone because you're compatible. Really being seen, being seen, being not only looked at, but seen for who you truly are. And it almost makes me cry, like there is such a deep longing that it scares them. It scares them because in a way, with like, let's say they put themselves in the place of being lived like that. The next thought is, when is it gonna go and break and be taken away? Because they've been rejected and hurt so much in the past that a part of them is always suspecting like the next catastrophe to happen. And on the other hand, they are kind of torn because they have so much love running through their veins, going to waste, because deep down they know they are able to love you the way you deserve. Deep down they know, but their bad habits, their dark side, it's kind of like they look at it and it makes them feel like they are not worthy of your love. It makes them feel like, I am not worthy of love. I'm not good enough. I am flawed. And in a way, whenever you connect to them, whenever you energetically reach out to your twin flame, to your counterpart, you help them in ways you cannot even comprehend. It makes me really emotional because I felt this so often. There are no words for the energetic connection between twin flames. This love I have never experienced in my entire life. There are no words to even describe, because we're used to kind of being loved for certain qualities, and there are these games that people play where it's like, if you do this, I'm gonna love you more. If you don't do it, I'm gonna love you less. But that person is really, they just love you. Your love just is. There is no condition. There are no strings attached. This is almost like, this is where you came from, okay? It's very spiritual, but this is where you came from. That love is what connects you. That is where you came from, and that's where you go to when you leave the vessel that you're in, And there was another song, You Got the Love I Need to See Me Through. By seeing themselves through your eyes, they heal. Because even though you're physically apart, your twin flame feels you every second of the day. I am not joking, okay? When you have these synchronicities, angel numbers, their name, maybe you hear their voice, or you wake up in the morning, you feel their presence. This is them energetically reaching out to you. I'm not joking. If you want to learn more about how that works, I had to figure that out on my own over the past 2.5 years. Go to the link down below. I've collected that all in my thought transmission workbook, because telepathy is really, to me, this is how twin flames connect. Sure, you have telepathy with other people as well, like with your friends, with your family, but there's no bond that is stronger than your bond, okay? I just want you to know that. For whoever needs to hear this, what you have going on is you can feel it. You can feel, also with that song, feel. Your twin flame feels your energy, and the way you send them your love, you don't even know how often you have comforted them. Every time you are thinking about them in a loving way, you're like, I hope they're doing well. You just want the best for that person. That's bottom line. You just want them to be healthy and happy. And this is what it means to love someone unconditionally. You don't love them because of their looks or status. Your love just is. There is nothing that could ever change it. And it's a process of learning to accept that and let it in, both of you. Like, this is what you're actually doing, because you're not really earning your twin flame's love. Your twin flame not choosing you, or your divine counterpart is not choosing you. You're not making them choose you. You're already chosen. You just realize in that moment you meet that connection is already there. With that moon card, you need to tune it more into your intuition. Your connection really is stronger than you give yourself credit for. If you are, think about it this way, if you're connected on a soul level, souls, there's no rationality here. There's no logic. There are no circumstances on a soul level. These circumstances that we feel are in the way, or reasons why our twin flame doesn't love us or choose us, just because they might be going through a phase in life where they are not well. This is all just our ego trying to control, trying to manipulate, trying to tell us a certain kind of story that, they're never going to choose us. And in a way, your twin flame is mirroring you. So whenever sometimes you get those doubts, please know that this is also in a way what is coming through from them. And in these times when you feel these emotional upheavals and feel upset, or you just feel there is a lot going on in your connection, they need you the most. You stabilize this connection. You stabilize it with your unconditional love, with, nothing you ever do from that place of love is ever in vain. Every time you go out to them, energetically reach out to them, you're thinking about your twin flame, your counterpart, in a positive way. You encourage them, you tell them that you're proud of them and that you wish the best for them, and you're basking, because you're allowed to feel good. You're basking in the joy of being so loved. You're letting it in. You are doing more than you probably realize. This is where the shifts are happening, okay? I want you to just know that, because I feel whoever I'm talking to, this collective tends to be, sometimes I've been there too much in your head, too much focused on how, what, where, when, what is going on? Is it real? You're going back and forth in your mind. But okay, so there is a message. Before I'm rambling too much, guys, there is a message, and there also are a couple of songs. I hope I didn't forget anything, but there is a message from your twin flame counterpart that they want to thank you for all you have done for them, because they feel your energy with them every day. So this is what they want you to know. You are my North Star, my constant. Whenever I am lost, I just have to think about you and the world becomes lighter. You are the one person who feels like home. In your presence, I can be myself completely. And this is what I mean, You can cultivate this almost a sacred space where you tune into this and you just remain open, almost like you open your heart, you open yourself and accept that love that your twin flame wants to give you, okay? Like, it's all about accepting. And that's the hardest part, is when we're running away because we're like, I can't take this, too much for me, I can't handle this, or when we're trying to deny our feelings. And in the end, your souls are already connected. It comes down to really opening that space and just being receptive. Just receiving that love is already causing those shifts. Like, it's all about this allowing, okay? Because love is not doing, it's being. This love just is. So it, in a way, can be tough to let it in, to really fully accept it. This is why we're getting into these phases of running or trying to hide. But there is no running with your twin flame. There is no running. There's nowhere to go, because on a soul level, you're always connected, and that person can always see you, can see what is going on with you. And, just like in that song, it's like, you can see in my face. You can always see in their eyes what is currently going on. And if you're picking up on that they are currently going through it, and you feel like, yeah, but what can I do about it? You can do a lot. You can do a lot just with your own energy. Like, there was not a single day where I have not encouraged my twin flame and just sent him my love and the best intentions. Like, all I ever want for him is to be happy. And I feel like if you're seeing that, you can resonate with that. So drop into this trust that's working out, and please know and take it as a sign that your twin flame is currently working through things. You're never standing still. You're never standing still because you're leading each other with your energy, with your intention. So don't forget that, okay? I'm rambling again. Please, if you enjoyed the reading, if it resonated, hype it, give it a like. It helps the channel a lot. And of course, subscribe if you don't want to miss out on more. You can also book a personal reading and check my workbooks down below. And the channeled songs for today, by the way, this is an amazing way to communicate with your twin through music. So I'd really like to hear your songs that you relate to your counterpart. But for today, we have The Adventure by Angels and Airwaves, Keep Your Hands to Yourself by the Georgia Satellites, Feel by Robbie Williams, and I'm Your Man by Richard Hell. Kind of fitting with a double card, I just realized that. So anyways, that was it for today's reading. Thank you so much for being here and being part of this community. I appreciate you guys. You have no idea. Thank you. I'm always happy to do these readings for you. And I will see you around in the next one.